Hey everyone, this is 𝘾𝙊𝘾𝙃𝙄𝙉𝙂 coming to you from 𝘾𝙊𝘾. And in this video, I want to go through a real simple, basic mobility movement routine for the upper body. Like for example, if you're sitting at a desk all day at work and your neck and shoulders are tight and you're looking for a little relief, I think this program will be perfect for you. It's also great as a warm-up if you're ready to train your upper body, or it's also great as a cool down after a nice upper body workout. Okay, so let's first start with the cervical. We're going to start with the neck, then we're going to move into the scapular and shoulders, and then we're going to move into the thoracic area. Okay, it's a basic routine. Should take us about 5 to 7 minutes. I may abbreviate it. I normally do about 10 repetitions of each movement, but just to get through this video, I'm only going to do about 3 repetitions of each. Okay, so let's start first with the neck. We're just simply going to flex up and down, and we're going to do this 3 times. Now, don't force the motion. If you feel any discomfort, don't try to power through it, just go to it. Then we're going to go side to side. Some movement to the side. Then we're going to turn right to left. Nice and easy. Okay, now this one's a little bit more difficult. Pretend like there's a bowl on top of your head, and you're just pretty much going to just make little circles. You may hear some little clicks and cracks in your neck, and as long as there's no pain, it's okay. And we're going to go both ways. Just visualize yourself just dragging your head around the inside of the bowl. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky. Visualize yourself making a figure 8 with your nose. Like I'm just drawing a figure 8 with my nose. And once again, you may hear a little clicking, a little crack. As long as there's no pain, it's okay. And now this one is the most important. I'm going to do a whole video on this in the near future. And people ask me about it too. It's called packing your neck. Pretty much pretend like there's a plate of, plate of glass like here and here, and your head's kind of like in a box. And you're just tucking your head back. Let me show you from the side. It's like you're just tucking your head back. Let me show you this way too. You're just tucking your head back. And I like to hold it for about 5 seconds. Another thing is, once you're in the tuck, then you can also do a little bit of side motion and a little bit of flexion as well. That's great. Wow, actually that feels really good. That feels really great on your neck. Once again, don't force these motions. Just go to the pain if you feel any pain, but don't power through it. Okay, now that we're done with the neck, let's move into, let's do a little scapular motion. You've seen me do this before. This is one of my favorite ones. If you can see here, my elbows are locked, and I'm just kind of like just rolling my scapula on my rib cage. And we go one way, and now we're going to go back. Just nice and relaxed. It may be a little tricky to get this at first. A lot of people like bend their elbows. Try to keep your elbows totally straight and just roll back. Okay. We're also going to do it in this position too. Some people call this a locomotion, where you're just doing a circular motion. Let me show you this way too. You always want to do both sides, obviously. Elbow straight, and it's just like a locomotion. You're kind of just rolling forward and back. And also, once we're here, let's do a little protraction, retraction. Protraction, retraction. Protract and retract. Oh, that feels good. And I always like to just shakes these motions out a little bit too. Now let's move into the shoulder area a little bit. I like to make these figure 8s. I'm basically just drawing a figure 8 motion. And I like to go in both directions. Sometimes it's hard for your brain to find these motions, but just visualize yourself just drawing a figure 8 on a chalkboard. I also like to do it across, maybe like an infinity symbol, where you're going across, making that figure 8. Once again, you may get a couple of clicks or cracks in the shoulder. As long as there's no pain, that's great. Okay, that's great. Just shake it loose a little bit. Okay, so we did the neck, we did a little bit of scapular motion, which I like. We just did a little bit of shoulder work. Now this one, I want to move into the thoracic area, like the upper spine. These movements can be a little difficult for people. The key to this sideways motion, the next one we're going to do, is to keep your pelvis square. So see, it's not like a plane. You're really trying to just reach from side to side and really moving and lubricating the upper thoracic spine. It's a nice side-to-side motion. It's not a plane. You're just reaching from side to side. Okay, now the last one we're going to do, this one's probably the most difficult at first to really get. It's kind of this nice circular motion. I've been doing it for a while, so it looks easy, but it's actually hard. Like, for example, I asked my son to do it. He couldn't do it. He's a great, incredible athlete. I asked my daughter to do it, and she got it in a second because she takes jazz class. In jazz class, they do all these type of motions. But it's such a great thing to do. To break it down, first you're doing extension, then you're sliding to the side, then you're rounding, then you're sliding this way. And then you just kind of like go with it a little bit. And then you're going this way too. I'm keeping my hands on my thighs, but you don't necessarily have to do that. But you're not going to get this the first time you try it. But work at it. It's such a great thing to do. You can always visualize yourself like if someone would grab your spine and you're churning it, that's kind of the motion. Okay, great. So that's a real simple upper body mobility movement. We hit the neck, we hit the scapula, we hit the shoulders, then we did some thoracic work. This is such a great thing to do, especially if you're stuck behind a desk all day and you're in that position that's kind of like rough on your back and rough on your neck. If you just took a break in the middle of the day and did this 5-minute easily mobility movement routine, I know you're going to feel great. It's also, like I said, it's a great warm-up before you start working out. It's a great cool down. The key to this mobility movement is you just have to do it regularly and don't force it. It's one of the best ways, I think, to increase your flexibility and mobility. When you're young, when you're old, this routine really works for everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also, guys, follow me on my Facebook page. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And always, if you're in New York and you're in the Westchester area and you're looking for a great fitness facility to work out, and come by, check out my gym. It's called 𝘾𝙊𝘾𝙃𝙄𝙉𝙂. 𝘾𝙊𝙍𝙀.com. Look me up, drop me an email. I'd love the opportunity to work with you guys. Thanks, and take care.